Education in Spain is regulated by the Ley Orgánica de Educación that expands upon Article 27 of the Spanish Constitution of 1978. Education is compulsory and free for all children aged between 6 and 16 years, and is supported by the national government together with the governments of each of the country's 17 autonomous communities, up to secondary level. Once students have finished their bachillerato, they can take their university entrance exam, which differs greatly from region to region. The compulsory stage of secondary education is normally referred to by its initials, ESO. Primary school structured as 3-year cycles. First cycle, second cycle, third cycle. Spanish baccalaureate. Spanish bachillerato is the post-16 stage of education, comparable to the A-levels, higher in the UK, the French baccalaureate in France, or the international baccalaureate. There are two parts, a core curriculum with the compulsory subjects, and a specialist part with a few pre-selected branches to choose from. The core curriculum is as follows. Spanish language and literature, first and second years. Co-official language, first and second years. First foreign language, first and second years. Philosophy, first year. History of philosophy, only second year. Physical education, only first year. Spanish history, only second year. Science to the contemporary world, only first year. Optional subject, first and second year. Catholic religion, all world religions studies, first and second year. The specialist part has up to 4 subjects. Plastic arts, image and design, volume artistic drawing, technical drawing, audio-visual culture, history of art, design, plastic graphic expression techniques, information and communication technologies, performing arts, music and dance, musical analysis, applied anatomy, audio-visual culture, performing arts, musical language and practice, history of music and dance, music performing arts workshop, nature and health sciences, biology, chemistry, physics or earth sciences, mathematics, sciences and engineering, physics, maths, chemistry, technical drawing, industrial technology, social sciences, applied maths, economics, geography, history of the contemporary world, humanities, Latin, Greek, history of art, world literature, history of the contemporary world. At undergraduate level, some degrees have their own branch requirements and some courses accept students from any branch, such as language studies, social work, educational sciences or tourism. Comparative with British and Irish qualifications. The Spanish school leaving certificate is equivalent to a number of GCSEs, junior cert or standard grades. The bachillerato is equivalent to A-levels, leaving certificate, and Scottish Highers. Therefore, Spanish students obtaining the appropriate grades required for entrance into universities in other parts of Europe, including Britain, are not precluded. Vocational training. The vocational training is also a common possibility after ESO or after the Spanish baccalaureate. There are 2 different types of programs. Middle grade training cycles, similar to BTEC Level 3 extended diploma, and superior level training cycles, similar to BTEC Level 4 5th diploma. After completion of programs, the students are awarded with a technician diploma. Provision and costs. Schools in Spain can be divided into 3 categories. State schools, privately run schools funded by the state, purely private schools. According to summary data for the year 2008-2009 from the Ministry, state schools educated 67.4%, private but state-funded schools 26.0%, and purely private schools 6.6% of pupils the preceding year. All non-university state education is free in Spain, but parents have to buy all of their children's books and materials. This, nominally at least, also applies to colegios, concertados. Many schools are concertados, state-funded up to the end of ESO but purely private for the bachillerato years. This drop in the fraction of pupils in education concertada is matched by increases of approximately equal size in the fraction in both state and purely private education for baccalaureato. There are private schools for all the range of compulsory education. At them, parents must pay a monthly, termly, yearly fee. Most of these schools are run by religious orders, and include single-sex schools. Schools supply a list of what is required at the start of each school year and which will include art and craft materials as well as text and exercise books. From 2009, this figure was around £300 and in 2011 was nearer £500 as of 2011. The cost of books averaged €170 for preschool and €300 for primary students. In some regions, the autonomous government is giving tokens to exchange them in bookshops for free. This is being adapted in 2006 in regions such as Andalusia, where kids from 3 to 10 will get the books for free. On the following years it is expected for all compulsory years. School uniform is not normally worn in state schools but is usually worn in private schools. Admissions to publicly funded schools. Article 84 of the governing law defines the principles to be applied in the admission of pupils to publicly funded schools. The details of the implementation of these principles vary from autonomous community to autonomous community. Madrid. In Madrid, there is a largely uniform admissions process for state-funded schools, both colegios públicos and colegios concertados. Here the main admissions procedures for pupils wishing to join a school in the autumn are carried out in the spring of the year in question. Parents can choose the school to which they wish to send their child. It is not uncommon that there be insufficient places in a popular school for all the children for whom places are requested. In such cases, places are allocated according to rather strictly defined admissions criteria as defined in Annex IX to the order establishing the process. Extremadura. The royal decree governing the same process in Extremadura includes admissions criteria structured in a very similar way but differing in the number of points allocated, notably for residents near to the school. Andalusia. An analogous decree for 2007 governing the same process in Andalusia is notably different again in the way it allocates points. School terms. Broadly similar to the English three-term system, but with slightly shorter holidays at Christmas and Easter, and longer in the summer. In 2005, the summer holiday ran from the 22nd of June until 1 to 15 September, depending on the regions. The English half-term holiday does not exist, but there are frequent odd days and long weekends relating mainly to religious holidays and regional and national holidays. International education. As of January 2015, the International Schools Consultancy listed Spain as having 210 international schools. ISC defines an international school in the following terms. ISC includes an international school if the school delivers a curriculum to any combination of preschool, primary or secondary students, wholly or partly in English outside an English-speaking country, or if a school in a country where English is one of the official languages, offers an English medium curriculum other than the country's national curriculum and is international in its orientation. This definition is used by publications including The Economist. In 1977, the International Baccalaureate authorized the first school in Spain to teach the diploma program. There are now 86 world schools in Spain, of which 71 deliver an international education but in Spanish.